got this tailgate table from Amazon. It fits on Bronco 2021 to 2024. The main reason I went with this one is because it doesn't take up much of that precious trunk space, but yet has a big folding table. In installing it, it found that it has really kind of a quality design with quality material, and doesn't seem to rattle when you're going down the road and that sort of thing. And I also really like how it's really thin and trim and doesn't take up that precious trunk space. I got a two-door Bronco, and this thing only sticks out of the tailgate into the trunk space about maybe 2 inches. So you can see right here, it's very thin, especially compared to other models. The directions here are pretty simple to follow. If you have moderate ability, you shouldn't have any issues. The problem is there's a ton of little parts, and you've got to really follow the directions. Now, the best thing to do is to organize these ahead of time, and here I'll kind of talk about it as I was doing it.
Okay, so trust me, this is going to save you time. You have all these little nuts and bolts and screws and everything. You really need to separate them because they all kind of look alike. I separated them by number and bag. It only takes a little bit of time, maybe 10 minutes, to do this. It's going to save you time in the long run. So in this bag, just for example, I mean, you've got, you got regular nuts, and then you got the lock screws, or what they're calling them is common nuts, and the jam screws. So just make sure you're separating them and then labeling them, so when you're putting it together, you're putting them in the right places.
I'm not going to go through each and every step because it is pretty simple if you are organized and follow the directions. But this is a good example of what all 12 steps are. Basically, it gives you the part numbers that you need, and you install them as indicated, and basically you just grab those parts. Now, the issue is, and the reason you want to organize it is, a lot of the parts look the same. I mean, this example, you've got 2 of those washers, and in the directions it calls them shims. In this case, one is metal and the other 2 are nylon, so that's why you want to be organized. And here's an example of that.
Okay, so here we go. I need 3, 1, 1, 4, 7, and 8. So, and I'm going to need this. So let's do this. 3, 1, 1.
So that's pretty much it. Follow the steps 1 through 12. That sounds kind of obvious, but you really want to kind of not miss anything and stay organized with your pre-organization. It's going to make this process a lot easier for you. It's a great tailgate. It's a great accessory to your Bronco. I use mine for fishing, but you use it for camping, tailgating, all sorts of things, and it takes up minimal trunk space. It's a good deal compared to other brands out there. It's probably in the middle of the price range. Some I saw were less expensive, but they look very flimsy. So I think this is a great deal, and I've got a link to it in the description below. Thanks for watching, and make sure you take a look at some of my other videos out there and give us a thumbs up. Thanks.